Hello, folks. Welcome to the quarantine edition of the Krida Talks podcast, where we are socially distancing. We've got the head of first team operations for FC Goa, Karthik Mendo, over here. He's also been a part of Arsenal Mumbai Supporters Club for a long, long time. Everyone there knows him for his crunching tackles and leg breakers. Hey, Karthik, how are you doing, man?
Hi Pritesh, thanks for a very different introduction. I would say not many people know my playing style, so thanks for letting the world know.
So that brings me to an interesting question. Have you injured any players over there yet?
Uh, no, I would say yet not. To be honest, the frequency of me playing has gone down.
Uh-huh.
Does keep me busy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we used to use off season to play a lot,
Right, right.
but now with
But
this lockdown,
oh,
yeah,
so
things
you're
have stopped.
all stuck in the home.
Yeah.
सिर्फ फीफा से काम चला रहे currently.
Actually, I don't play FIFA myself, but
Oh.
I have so Arsenal Mumbai, along with
Mm-hmm.
all the other supporters clubs from Bombay, have organized a FIFA tournament for all their supporters or the members.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we have finished two such tournaments. The last one had 128 people participate,
Oh, damn,
and
pretty nice.
it was mainly one person and myself who did
Mm-hmm.
bulk of the organization.
Was this the one which was going on all those different portals? One going on PS4, another on Xbox, and another on I think mobile.
That is only for AMSC members.
Okay,
That was not for all different supporters clubs.
okay.
So the one where all supporters clubs were participating was only for
Mm-hmm.
PS4 and FIFA 20.
Oh,
But like how you just said, we've
mhm.
had tournaments for only AMSC members. So again, uh, PS4 and FIFA 20, and
Right.
on the phone we have had PES mobile competitions.
I'll tell you what यार वो tournaments देख के तो मेरे को PS खरीदने का मन कर रहा था bro.
You know, there have been few people who have told me that we just bought a PS before lockdown, and
Oh,
with almost a lot of work stopping during lockdown,
right, right,
the
right,
PS
right.
was the only thing that kept them going.
Oh man, kept them
Yeah,
sane. Lucky,
yeah,
lucky people. Oh man. Okay, so on the topic of sports, let's get down to it, man.
yeah.
So the pandemic has affected all of us, right? I mean, it's been crazy all over. You're probably one of the lucky ones to be caught in Goa and not in Mumbai, man. Yeah, you at least have the beaches and the beer with you.
Yeah, yeah, you would. Yeah, we were quite fortunate as a state. We were the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
state to be declared a green state, and people were going out and about.
right.
Uh, Myself, I have stayed at home irrespective of things opening outside. Uh,
Better safe than
pe-
sorry.
but I say them sorry because you never know the ground reality, even if it's
Exactly.
especially now when
True, true, true.
the interstate travels have reopened.
Yep.
We don't know who has the virus.
True, true, true. I mean, you need to be
So
more vigilant now than ever before, right?
yeah, yeah, true.
So in this situation, I mean, with preseason or the clubs do a lot of work. I mean, they usually have their tours or they have practice games, right?
Right.
How have you been dealing with it? With the pandemic, everything's different, and you can't really have football or footballers working online, right? So how
Yeah.
have you tackled this issue?
Uh, See, the thing is, our preseason does not, even in a normal situation, would never have begun at this time.
Right.
The way the league has happened in the past, the
Hmm.
league starts only in say October or November. So our
Right.
preseason, again, a preseason is something which the duration of the preseason is something the coach decides. But
Right.
in the last few years, we have had a preseason of say 6 weeks.
Right.
So, saying that the league starts in October, November, our preseason began in September or October.
Right.
Uh,
Uh,
but this time has always been for things like scouting for new
Oh
players.
yes.
Uh, uh, we have a lot of players profiles that we have to go through and you know see who to sign for next year and who not to sign for. But
True,
that's
true,
always
true.
this. Uh, then it's always the this period is where the marketing team comes into play with the social media.
Right,
So they have to keep generating content to keep the
right. Keep
people
things active.
hooked on. Yeah.
Right, right.
So right now they are the ones who are actually busy.
With
But
at this. Mhm.
but in specific to this situation, like
Right.
coronavirus and everything, we have
Yep.
had some different contents, dished out.
Mhm.
Like we have a we have a senior team and we have a developmental
Yep.
team, which is a reserve
Right,
team.
right.
So one of their coaches who is more responsible for strength and conditioning. So
Yep.
the club, um, so he shot some videos for the club where
Right.
he was showing what exercises you can do at home. So this was more relevant to the current scenario because people like me, I've also like used this time to try to get slightly fitter. That I won't say very very
Right.
fit, but yeah, slightly fitter than what. So
Right.
so this video was very relevant to this time. So that was something which it also something which happened for us in this was we signed a new coach and
Right. 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 Right.
about his announcement and with new coach comes a lot of buzz. So
Of course.
again so the media, the marketing team, they were gathering on this buzz and
True. 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 So,
use this
tell
time
me
to
one thing.
yeah, tell that.
Tell me one thing with the pandemic. Hold on for a moment. I
Yeah.
think there's something in the background, and I need to check that. this these are the realities of working from home. Really need to check. Okay, all right. I think it's sorted. Tell
Yeah.
me one thing. When it comes to the lockdown and everything, with everyone being confined to their homes, players
Yeah.
usually have to stay fit for the duration of the season, and then for the AFC Cup or for whatever Asian level tournaments are happening after that. So
Yeah.
at least for say 10 minutes out of the 12, they are always busy. They're kept on their toes fitness wise. So usually, as we've seen, I mean, with major leagues, in these 2 months, players usually have a tendency to, I wouldn't say slack off, but maybe not be that religious with their dieting, that regimental with their workouts. So with that, have they let go of themselves? If I were to put it in layman's terms, or have they tried to use this time to focus and come back stronger next season?
Uh, so yeah, like in off season, as you said, players usually slack off, but
Yeah,
that's a difference between a player who's really focused, like a
yeah,
very very professional player,
yeah.
and somebody who's like taking it easy.
Right.
Professional players who are really serious about their performance and everything, they for maybe for a few weeks they will slack off.
Mhm,
They will not think about exercise and all that, but
mhm.
they themselves start working out at home.
Yeah,
I
true.
can say that a lot of players, even right now, in India also, are
Mhm.
working out in their own homes. And
True.
what happens is, if they get in touch with people, see, players know what they need to do to keep fit. So
Of
they keep
course.
doing those basic exercises at home, whatever is possible.
Right.
Uh, what also has happened is the coaches, the head coach and the strength and conditioning coach, they have
Yeah.
come up with some exercises that can be done at home.
Right.
And if the players continue doing this exercise through the lockdown or through the off season, they
Mhm.
are better prepared for the rigors of the preseason and the
Yeah.
season.
Right. Which gets me on an interesting tangent actually. You've spoken about the rigors of the body.
Mm.
Do clubs also employ or have at the beck and call psychologists or psychiatrists to help the teams, deal with the entire mental aspect of the pandemic? Because it's not been easy on anyone.
Uh, see, we don't have anybody on the rolls, but as you said, there can be somebody at beck and call,
Yeah.
and it's a lot to do with club to club. Not every club
True.
does it,
True.
but maybe somebody feels that okay, that I need to do something to change the morale of the team or
True.
to bring in a different vibe.
Yeah.
So they call somebody who can help them mentally also.
I think I got this question actually because I just remembered Arsene Wenger's words.
Yeah,
Mental strength and the handbrake.
yeah. See,
Immortal words.
there are mentality is a very key aspect of the game. Like even in
True.
uh, there are four basic characteristics when you develop a player. One
Right.
is tactical, one is technical, one is
Right.
physical, and one is psychological.
Right.
So the psychology plays a very key role in the player's performance, and it's like let's say Ferguson, if not
Yeah.
Arsene Wenger. Like Ferguson
Yeah.
always, I think for me, Ferguson may not have been the best manager technically, but in terms of man management and
Yeah.
psychology, he was at another level. That is what
Oh yeah.
has helped them. That Fergie time. That whole thing
Oh,
was not about giving up and fighting and fighting and fighting.
absolutely hate it.
We hate it, but you got to even respect that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, you would kill to have that kind of mentality in your team, right?
Yeah, as in, who doesn't want your players to keep fighting till the last whistle? And
Yeah.
forget the last whistle in a match. It can be the last whistle in a tournament also. Like
True.
uh, you keep giving it all for the qualification. Like let's say now Arsenal, we
Yeah.
are famous for finishing fourth and trying to get to Champions League. And
Man, we're gonna get a lot of hate for this. We're not talking good stuff about Arsenal.
uh, the reality will not necessarily be liked by all. But see, let's be
Yeah.
honest. This is what it is.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
last few
True.
years, we
True.
have not qualified. But
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, a few seasons ago, we have always qualified on the last day, or maybe the last
Yeah.
second last day.
Oh
I
yeah.
yet clearly remember there was this questionable goal. I think it was against Newcastle, where he had to score, and we pipped Tottenham to go from
Oh
fifth to
yeah.
fourth.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that is the
I
sort
think
of
I think the
mentality. Yeah.
Tottenham came fifth in a 4-horse race as usual.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the sort of mentality we want that,
Yeah.
big or small, you
Yeah.
have to keep fighting till the last minute.
True. I mean, whether you're playing on the turf or whether you're playing on the field, you need to give it your all.
Yeah. Yeah, turf is, let's say, that is my, I do that. I give it
No,
all the
I
turf
a few hospital bills are gonna come your way if you keep going there.
also.
But
Nah.
with that in mind, I think that's also useful advice for people who are getting into the sport and hoping to make it as professionals, right? Teenagers who want to become footballers in say the next 10 years.
See, again, the difference between the haves and the haves not from
Hmm.
teenagers to professionals is a lot
Yeah,
in mentality.
yeah,
Uh, See, ultimately only 11 players can play in a senior
of
team
course.
on the pitch. And then let's say maybe some 6, 7 can make the bench.
Yeah,
Uh, and see, a coach in the senior team, his thing is to win with the best
of
players.
course, of course.
So when teenagers are on the cusp of making it from the, you know, let's say from the squad to the 11 or from the
Yeah,
reserve team to the squad,
yep.
it's all in the mentality. It's all about being patient and working hard. Keep your head down, work hard, work hard, work hard. Never ever,
Uh,
get disheartened that
True.
why am I not getting a chance? Why am I not
Yeah,
getting a chance? People will kill to be in that squad. People will
yeah.
kill to be in that reserve team to make into the squad. So
True.
you have already done well to be there. So you should not lose heart and you should not lose focus
Yeah.
and just keep your head down and work hard.
This brings me on another interesting point actually. With with like we are probably 6 months into the new year, where June is just beginning, right?
Yeah.
Sports people's careers aren't that long anyway. With that in mind, there have been a lot of people, a lot of players who have probably been on the cusp of making it into their main teams or on the cusp of breaking it into the youth teams across the world. And they've certainly found, they're certainly finding that their careers are, say, shortened by 6 months, or depending on how the situation unfolds in the future and the next few months. It's going to be tough going for them. So what kind of advice would you have for them?
Again, I would just say be mentally strong. It's not only the players, even everybody else's career,
True,
yours, mine, my friends, everybody
true.
has lost, like, this 3 4 months of
Yeah,
their careers. Some of their careers have regressed in
yeah,
terms of position or
true.
pay packets or whatever. Uh, Again, I would say don't lose heart. Just look at the positives. What has happened has happened. You cannot change it now.
True,
Uh, we have to live with it.
true.
But
Uh,
tomorrow lies a new dawn. Work hard to make a better tomorrow again.
with that in mind, how do you foresee the Indian football ecosystem changing in the next few months? And beyond the short term, also, what do you think of the long term changes coming in the Indian football ecosystem? Since the ISL has come up, since FSDL has taken an active role, a lot has changed, a lot has developed, and we can see that the footballing views and are burgeoning. So, what else do you see changing in the near future as well as the long term future?
So in the near future, just just in the near 2 3 months, I don't.
Yeah,
So as it is in India, most of the footballing activities start only after the monsoon.
right,
So we have to just wait and watch how it happens. We use this time to plan for the seasons ahead. Not only
right,
us, like every association or organization just plans ahead doing this.
right,
The planning phase has also been gone for a toss with the pandemic.
right.
Uh, a lot depends on the government on what their directives are about
Right.
how sporting action activities can resume. Well, they have
Right.
already told that you can play closed doors, and there are
Right.
certain
Right.
directives that government already given. But
Right.
let's see, as in we know that every uh, 2 weeks the government is assessing the situation and
Yeah.
coming out with more relevant directives.
Right.
So let's just hope that this whole virus thing calms down. I don't think it
Yeah.
will go away, but I
Yeah.
just hope that a cure is found sooner rather than later, and we
True.
can get
True.
back to normal
True.
lives.
Otherwise, Otherwise, there's always going to be this nagging fear in the back of our minds, right?
Yeah, yeah.
With
Uh,
what you were saying?
the
Yeah.
second
Yeah.
part
Yeah.
of your question.
Yeah.
So I think everybody pretty much knows the AIFF roadmap,
Yeah.
and let's see. So everybody has their own views regarding how the roadmap should have been and
Right.
how things can be. But
Mm-hmm.
now the roadmap is set, and we
Right.
have to just follow it.
Are you looking forward to it?
Uh, I'm okay, as in it always, as long as we can remain competitive as
Right.
a whole football,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
not club, but all
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
teams
Yeah.
can remain competitive in the
Right.
future.
Right.
Yes, we should have more number of matches. That I think that is everybody's
Oh, everyone wants more football. I mean,
suggestion. More football, more football.
yeah.
So the league
Right.
will grow. The league has to grow. I think, as you said, with FSGL coming in, they have made some changes. I think they have made some needed changes. They have what they have really brought in is some professionalism. What
Right. Right.
what was and there's a lot of effort in trying to remain professional and doing things the right way.
Right. True.
So with this, the foundation has been laid in the past few seasons, and now we have to just build on it.
True. Uh, Building on it brings me to another point. I mean, sports management as a field has been growing in the last few years, right? We have institutes across the city and across the country right now, and a lot of people have been interested in, this subject, this career choice as a whole.
Yeah.
Uh, sports is probably one of the most hardest hit fields in the pandemic.
Definitely.
What would your advice be to students who are graduating right now, taking their fledgling steps in the industry, and also to people, students who are planning to get in the industry in, say, the next couple of years?
uh, I don't know if my advice would be the right advice or,
Yeah,
but
but you walk those steps, right? I mean, you are probably one of the few people who've taken that journey. So,
yeah, see, it's again about, see, again, like how I said for the footballers, I would say this again, remain patient. Uh, I know things are tough, things will get better. Just wait for them to get better. And this is for the ones who are, graduating this year. They will be the,
yeah,
and not only sports management graduates, every graduate, you
true,
know,
true,
will have a tough time about getting jobs.
true.
So just keep your head down, keep working hard. What they may have to compromise on is the pay they are looking for at the start, the kind of
Right,
job they were looking for at the start.
right.
Uh, I would say you will have to reduce your expectations slightly,
Yeah.
uh, and look, as in that's the only thing we can do.
True, true, true.
Somebody who's looking to join this field after a few years, I think by then things should be okay. As in this whole wave of the virus, or one or
Yeah.
two or three waves, how many ever come and go, should we should be past it by then. So that should not be a problem. We will may not come back to the level of normality we had till the virus hit, but we
Yeah.
will be much better than what we are right now.
True. I mean, humans have always been known for adapting, right?
Yeah.
Which you mentioned an interesting point about scouting, actually.
Hmm.
Player scouting, which happens during the off season, or rather before the off season even begins. So tell me, do you ever keep an eye out for people who may impress you? Like, if I remember correctly, this was Baichung Bhutia's story, right? That some scout or agent saw him score a bicycle kick at the age of 16 and was impressed or something.
Uh, I don't I don't clearly remember that story of Baichung,
All right.
but also in our club we have a specific team for scouting and recruiting.
Right.
I'm not part of that team, but
Right.
I know how it functions. If ever they ask me for any opinion or contribution, we are always
Right.
available for them. But yeah, as you said, even before the off season starts,
Yeah.
the scouting and the recruitment never ever stops.
True.
Even the day the first ball is kicked in the league, our
Right.
scouting is on from that time,
Right.
because you never know which player is going to impress us when. So you cannot
True.
just wait for the season to end and then start your scouting.
Would there be any technical advice you're willing to give youngsters to develop their game? No, not just their fitness, but also their game sense, their technical abilities.
That is something which a coach would actually be better equipped to answer. But
True.
what I would say is a very simple thing. What every common player can do is watch videos of players from who play in their positions, and
Right.
just watch them what they do with the ball and without the ball, and
Right.
just try to keep replicating that.
Oh yeah,
That's
off the ball movement.
yeah. See, how much time does every player spend on the ball in a match? Not much. A
Right.
good player is somebody who has impact without the ball and with the ball.
Right.
And
Right.
we
Right.
always hear, oh man, this player got in the right position to score the goal. But how
Yeah.
did he get in that position? He has
Right.
to
Right.
time his run into the box to,
Yep.
uh, to be there before the defender is there to put
Yes.
the ball in the goal.
Absolutely.
Again,
Absolutely.
for a defender also, it's all about being in the right position and reading the game.
Yep.
Tackling is slowly going out of the game. A good defender is somebody who does not have to tackle and can just intercept, or intercept the pass or be in the right position to stop an attack without actually having
Like
to tackle.
the like the Machiavelli school of thought, right?
Yeah. So
I think he used to say that if I have to make a tackle, I've already made a mistake or something.
true. So that is something which is being more and more prevalent in today's times of the game.
True.
I don't know which defender do you like? Just give me one name. Who do you like?
Man,
Arsenal or not?
oh man, no. When the first name which popped into my mind was Tony Adams.
Tony Adams. Okay, so that was okay. That
Yeah,
was
that was
like two
then. The
decades
game has
ago,
really changed now.
and the game has changed. In today's times, who do you like? So in today's
Uh,
time, which defender do you see
uh-huh.
tackling? No, not
Mhm.
many. They do tackle.
True.
See, tackling is not a crime. And personally, if you ask me in person, uh,
Oh,
getting the right tackle is an art.
oh
It is
man,
dying.
getting
It's a
the right
dying.
sliding tackle. Oh yeah,
That is dying because
it,
a
it
lot
has
of
to be
injuries
perfect.
have. Yeah, it has to be perfect. The referees do not spare you if your tackle
Oh
is
yeah, correct.
slightly mistimed.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Tell me, any other general advice you have for a footballer? Because again, I mean, the time when we were playing religiously, I mean, we were playing day in and day out. That was probably what, 15 years ago now, 10, 15
Yeah.
years ago. It's all changed a lot. So if you could go back in time and maybe, give yourself or someone from that time advice about what they could do better to actually become a footballer, what would that be? One key piece of advice.
Uh, see, pinning it down to one advice is very difficult, but I would just say train hard, train hard, train hard. That's it.
Right,
It's the everything is linked to practice. The better you
right.
practice, the more you practice, the better you become.
True,
That's
true,
it.
true. So, with that in mind, again, we mentioned off season a couple of times, right? We mentioned the tools and everything that keep on happening. So, are they going to happen this year again, or is that something which is still being developed according to the fluctuating scenario?
Uh, so again, we have to see the how the scenario pans out.
Right.
Uh, a lot of ISL clubs are now moving from the European or any other international preseason
Hmm.
tours
Right.
to doing their preseason in India. Even this was happening
Right.
in the past also.
Right.
Uh, this year we will see a more of it. I think we will see more of it. But this is as of my opinion as of now.
Right.
Uh, I don't think any club has even. I don't know how much thought have the club put into this right now.
Right. Right.
Not our club,
In
in
general,
general, any club.
true. I mean, once okay, which I think brings me to my final question. What are your hopes for the coming season? Win
The
it all?
coming season is sorry.
What are your hopes for the coming season for FC Goa? Win it all? I won't ask your
Uh,
hopes for Arsenal, obviously.
See, we definitely want to win it all. Who wants to enter the race and just be
Yeah,
the
yeah,
participant? Everybody wants to go there and win it. But
right.
this season is going to be even more special for FC Goa, considering that we are going to be playing in the AFC Champions League.
Oh, yeah.
So
True, true, true.
that is a big thing for us this season. And just having qualified for the main round of Champions League, AFC Champions League, is a big thing for us. And
That would be absolutely massive for football in India if you somehow manage to win that.
yeah, as in win that is a few years to go.
True. But it could be the FC Porto story.
No, see, let's be realistic. I obviously winning it is would be a dream. As in, I don't think people have even dreamt of winning it now. So forget dream come true.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but uh, it's just about being there, giving the teams a good fight, and
Right,
playing well, and the fans enjoying the that we are there in that competition. We have to live in that moment and enjoy that moment.
right.
And
Absolutely.
and you will see probably the best players in Asia coming to India to play in this tournament. We don't know the sort of opponents that we are going to get right now, But imagine going up against some Middle Eastern country with maybe Xavi was playing a few years ago there. So imagine him coming to play. No, he not
Oh
him really,
man, yeah, yeah.
but
So
you can
those
have
kind of
those
players,
sort of
yeah, yeah, yeah.
players. Yeah.
True, true, true.
Thankfully, we may not be in the Chinese or the Australian side of the draw, or you
Correct.
would have,
I think Hulk is still there.
Hulk is there. Or you cannot imagine the kind of talent in the Chinese Super League, and
Even Oscar's there, right? Or has Oscar left?
yeah. The thing is with the Chinese Super League is players keep coming and going, coming and going. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
this Galo story right now.
Right,
So
right.
he's just, as in, I think they have agreed to extend the loan deal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. True.
There was Paulinho who had joined a Chinese team and had again come back to Barca, I think.
Yeah, Spurs, Barca, and the Spurs, China, Barca, something like that,
Spurs,
right?
China, Barca. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
that. So, but yeah, I think Oscar had gone there. Hulk is there. Gervinho is there.
Gervinho. I try not to think of Gervinho.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So
hopeful of a good season. I see.
Yeah, it should be a good season, as in where everybody is happy that okay, we fought well, we gave it our all.
Sounds good. All the best for the coming season. I hope FC Goa wins it all. I don't know whether my loyalties are with Bombay or Goa. We'll have to wait and see. But all the best for the season and good luck. Thanks for coming on Krida Talks, man.
My pleasure, Pritesh.